Welcome to Hardspace Shipbreaker. Hey, this is a really cool game. It well, you'll get a sense of it, but basically you're breaking down ships and trying not to die doing it. But it's a zero G simulator. It's kind of like a high stakes, super suspenseful pressure washer. Well, you'll see what I mean in a minute. We'll jump into it. Set up the standard game. The story is pretty standard. Desperate future. Everything's been consumed. In orbit, a new breed of worker has emerged, the shipbreaker. The labor is extremely dangerous, but for a select few, the hazard pay is worth the risk. Shipbreaker application. So I got an email saying I've been accepted. I'm just going to blast through this. There's some different voices that you can pick. I'm going to go with standard. Zaxxon rules don't apply to me. And you have to say you have no criminal record, you've never been associated with a union, you have a good medical history, no commercial real estate interests. It's really bad. Positive attitude, okay. No health risks, and you'll promise to vote for the person they want you to vote for. Horrendous. And we're gonna skip the training. My neighbors are very loud. I mean, they're very loud.
Each day he steps into the yard to earn his wages working hard. I pray to the stars and heaven above to return my daddy to those he loves. If there comes a time when he and death meet, bless the next cutter that takes his seat.
Hello, Cutter 9346-52. Your automated Lynx onboarding experience will now begin. Please observe this important message.
Space, boundless promise, limitless resources, a brighter future. It's here where hard workers like you, the backbone of civilization, will help us pave the way to the galaxy. I'm Calicia Rye Paulson, president of Lynx Corporation's Salvage Division. When my great-great-grandfather Exeter founded Lynx, he foresaw a remarkable opportunity among the stars. His vision eventually brought us the railgates. Now spanning all the way to Jupiter, these are the veins connecting all of modern civilization. And the people flowing through them are its lifeblood. The railgates reinvigorated humanity and are key to our continued progress. You've been selected from among thousands of candidates to join the Lynx family. This is more than just a job. It's an opportunity to be part of the largest, most successful, and most pioneering company in human history. Your dream may be to forge your own destiny one day. Well, work hard, heed your superiors, believe in the Lynx vision. Do this, and you too will get your chance. Your first step is to join our Ever Work program, the greatest gift we give our employees, turning death into an ongoing opportunity for learning and growth. With Lynx, death is a fresh start. Good luck.
So they've worked in the ability to, the video game trope of being able to die and come back into the game itself with this Everwork program,
Video observation complete.
which
To
is a
finalize
nightmare.
onboarding, your genetic sequence will now be extracted for use with the Lynx Everwork Asset Replacement Program. Don't worry, pain levels during extraction are largely tolerable.
Total nightmare.
Please note, as outlined in Section 31 of your employment agreement, the process of genetic extraction will destroy your original body. Beginning extraction now. Extraction analysis and backup complete. Thank you. Beginning spare generation.
The favorite one, of course, is the display of fees report. Display of fees report, $750. Luggage handling, including gratuity, 35%. Couple $100,000 to handle luggage. The genetic backup has 500 million, which is probably a deal. Yeah. Cloning and teleporters are both science fiction nightmares that don't get enough play.
Good morning, Shipbreaker. This is your daily wake-up call.
Oh, that's it? Just my daily wake-up call? All right, so we've got the light cargo and the station hopper as our available ships. We also have access to the heavy cargo. I think we're going to... Oh, and we have the potential for fire hazards. I'm going to try to blast through some of this.
Hey, Cutter. Welcome aboard. The name's Weaver. I'm the foreman for yourself and a couple of other shipbreakers in this region. And welcome to your new home. Has everything you need. This is officially called a ready-made long-term employee habitation something or other. Around here, we just call it your hab. All right, let's start a new shift and pick your first ship to work on.
I don't have the juice to upgrade anything right now, but I do want to make a little bit of a plan. Obviously, level 5, we want more air in our helmet. And grapple, we want tethers at level 4. And more tethers at level 5. And better tethers at level 7. Yeah, we want tethers. 4, 5, 7, and 8. All right, let's pick a ship. And what we're going to do, this episode's going to appear in the standard satisfactory slot. And then all the other episodes will go in the morning, probably in the morning slot. But I like to kind of give the series a shot in our primetime slot, and then you'll have to seek it out because it'll be in that early morning slot. It'll be there for you when you're ready, but you probably won't see that notification unless you're up around that 5 a.m. Eastern time. So enough of that. Let's jump into something. Actually, I think I want to go for a lower value ship to start, just so we can kind of knock through it a little quicker. Let's go with working on the link ship, huh? We'll do a station hopper. Mackerel. We skipped all the introduction, so I'll talk you through that. This is where you buy supplies.
It's all yours, Cutter. Now try to remember, nanocarbon goes in the processor. Aluminum goes in the furnace. Try to salvage the entire ship if you can. We call it using the whole buffalo. You'll hit your certs faster that way and start knocking out that debt of yours. Okay, your primary goal is to get to the next rank. Good luck out there, Cutter. Weaver out.
So you actually covered that pretty well. But there are 3 areas where parts of the ship will go. Some parts will go down to the barge. We'll get it angled and we'll just push it. And it'll get there eventually. And then little control panels and things like that.
Salvage accepted.
They also go down there. And as you saw, the control panel was super light, so it just basically flung itself down there. Where the... What is this? The nacelle, much heavier. So it, well, the weight impacted how it moves and how it flies. It also impacts how it slams into your face if you accidentally reel it in too fast, right? Because you can use this to reel things in. Just don't reel it in too much.
Secured. Applying credit.
So we use the cutter to get to the cut point. Now you can cut other stuff that you have the cut level for. Like this is too high of a cut level for me. But I can cut here. Right, once it's free, use the grapple, sort of eyeball where you want it to go, grapple onto it, move it where you want it to go, and then I like to use the push function of the grapple to get it going.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
So we got all the easy stuff on the outside. Now we're going to head in. This 3D movement is so trippy. Also, let's try to right the ship here a little bit. Send that away. Get credit for that.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
Now we're going to look around a little bit here first. We're in here. There's a lot of stuff. There's some O2 here, some thruster fuel. That'll save us from having to go back. Oxygen does deplete rather rapidly. Then we're in the front area. All these seats, all these computers, all this stuff can be salvaged. So I'm going to go back to my cutter, and we're going to try to cut ourselves an opening that we can use to get things out of here a little easier. And of course, we're on the first ship, so the hazards are low, but they're not non-existent. You have to stay vigilant in this game. There are a lot of... Well, there are a lot of ways to die. They seem to be mostly fair. So that's not a complaint, that's just a warning. All right, so this piece wants to go to the processor. You can tell by when we highlight it, it says processor blinking in blue. And that's blue, so you know that that's where that goes. So we're gonna try to whip that up here. Try to get it lined up. You don't have to get it perfect, you just need to get it in the range, and there's a
Valuable object processed.
gravity well
Credits
effect
deposited.
that takes over.
Cutter, make your way back to the kiosk on the starting platform to fill up your O2. Blue ain't your color.
Let's see if we
Trust me on
can...
this one. Weaver out.
We saw that oxygen. Let's grab that.
Oxygen levels stabilizing.
Saves us a trip back. All right. I'm trying to find any other cut points. Whenever I'm walking around, I try to make sure I have my grapple on. A misclick with the grapple is a lot less damaging than a misclick with the cutter. Oh, I thought that was ready to go. It is. Anything else on here that I want to pull off? Nope. Sometimes pieces for the processor have lights and other things that are worth getting. Most of these little lights, they're such a pain to pull off, I don't even bother. Well, that'll be up to you, how detailed you get.
Object processed. Transferring credits.
Let's go up here and get this top out. There we go. So this one, I traditionally pull these lights off. That's almost worth it. It's $3 grand. It really isn't about the money, though. You want to get rank so you can get better equipment.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Let's get this into the processor. Okay, now that we have this clear shot straight through,
Processing valuable object.
we can deal with
Credits
this stuff
awarded.
a little easier.
Salvage registered. Transferring credits. Salvage goal obtained. Additional rewards assigned.
The door you'd think would be barge material, but it's actually a processor. We'll shoot you in there.
Deposit accepted for processing.
Let's get this light off of here. Come on.
Salvage deposited. Applying credit to account.
If you hit the F key, which is your push, while you're connected, I think you only push that item. Whereas if you do it while you're not connected, you kind of push whatever's in range.
Valuable object accepted for processing.
So there is some subtlety to this. And let's pick up this suit patch kit. Let's pick up this tool repair kit. We don't exactly need that thruster fuel.
Cutter, ship's got about 5 minutes left in her. Let's make them count. Weaver out.
But let's go ahead and grab it. Yeah, see, there's explosive fuel back there. Always be on the lookout for red barrels. Now, what are we going in here? So there's this thing. And it's these glass pieces. And I go back and forth as to whether or not it's worth cutting them out. If I'm going to cut them out, it's because I want to get access to the stuff that's in there. That's the only way it's even remotely worth it. Let's see if we can make a cut right here. This is a dangerous cut. I can't see exactly what is in the path.
Hey, Cutter, I need you to head back to the kiosk on the starting platform to fill up your O2 stat. Weaver out.
Yeah, I think I can agree with that. Switch to the grapple.
Warning. Critical oxygen levels detected. Consult the Link's employee handbook on how to maximize your blood oxygen saturation.
Try to grapple our way in and out. Of course, if you grapple too fast and smash yourself into the ship in question, you can die. Alright, we're going to switch to... So we've been using this cutter as the needle mode. Now we're going to switch to the split saw. See if we can get this. See if we can get this glass out of here without destroying too much other stuff. What am I? One cut away here? Not perfect, but we got it out of the way at least. And it is a furnace item, but it's 50 grand, so...
Raw material deposited. Salvage secured. Credits deposited. Object accepted for processing. Credits deposited. Salvage registered.
Shift's almost done in the middle, Cutter. 1 minute left.
Okay, we've got some pretty big cut points there.
Salvage deposit confirmed. Applying credit.
Reeling something in too fast and slamming it into your own helmet. Therefore, suffocating due to lack of oxygen is also another way you can die.
Salvage secured. Applying credit. Salvage deposit accepted.
Alright, not a great shift, but really good. You get charged right around 500 grand per day. So anytime you beat that, you're doing okay. Oh. Just realized how quiet it was. Actually, give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Okay, we're back.
Hello, Shipbreaker 9346-52. Lynx would like to share the following inspirational message. Make the most of your shift by fanning the tiny sparks of effort into flames of profitability.
You know what? I think we'll just jump right back into it. We didn't rank up to level 4. So we're just going to jump right back in. Oh, looks like one of our cuts was a successful cut. And we have a little something to deal with here. Now the pros use the split saw for these little cuts, and it is much faster. It is much more dangerous as well. So I would suggest using the needle saw to get used to comfortable with the split saw. And I'm not saying that because I'm an expert by any means. See, when I mouse over this, you see those arrows? That's letting you know that you can grapple that off. You can pull that off. So I should see it on this light.
Secured. Account credit applied. Salvage deposit registered. Account credited.
Break all that up. That looked like that was going to be a miss. Uh-oh. Some of my stuff is getting away from me. Going to the wrong places.
Deposit accepted.
Whoa, let's not fly to the barge.
Processing object. Applying credits to account.
And there are opportunities, like I'm dumping these lights and everything. I'm just trying to get this cleared out. Missing a few lights isn't really going to do it. We want to hit rank 4. That's really what we're trying to do here.
Salvage goal reached. Rewards assigned.
See, so what they want you to do is to get comfortable with the split saw and then accidentally cut that barrel right there and have it explode in your face. We're not going to do that though. We're going to be very careful. Those 5 squares is this item's health bar. Oof. It hit me. It didn't hit me very hard, so we're okay. This thing's got a momentum on it now. Let's just try to get above it and get it to the barge.
Salvage accepted. Credit applied.
Warning. Oxygen low. Note that oxygen costs can be reduced through good breathing practices.
Valuable object processed. Credits awarded.
Welcome to Vendatron 9000. Thank you for your
Oxygen level stabilizing.
All right, let's get through these cuts over here. And what I'm gonna shoot for is doing this in 2 cuts. One here. Can I do it in 1? Wonder what this will do. Oh yeah. Let's just get the alignment. I'll grab this light.
Salvage deposited. Applying credit to account. Processor deposit accepted. Credits awarded. Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
Let's get in here and knock out these cuts. We are going to stick with the needle cut here. The stinger. Oh, yep. I see that fuel back there. Being careful. Let's immediately get back to our grapple so we don't accidentally cut something we don't want to. Alright, so the main thing we wanted out of that is this airlock. Worth $250,000 on the barge.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
Let's get this going into the processor. Grab this fuel.
Credits awarded.
That should do it. Alright, so we've got the
Got about 5 minutes left in this shift cutter.
pinpoint,
Don't bite off more than you can chew.
the split saw.
Right.
I think that's telling me, dots are telling me cut points are in the zone. So it looks like we've got 3 cut points in the zone. If I click right now. Nice. A little subtle interface cues.
Salvage deposit registered. Account credited.
Wait, that goes into the processor. I almost kind of got a little mesmerized. Almost sent that to the barge, but this is processor.
Processing valuable deposit. Credits transferred.
Low on air. The game really doesn't start until you get tethers. A lot of the stuff I'm doing manually, you can do semi-automatically with tethers.
Welcome to Vindatron 9000. Thank you for your...
Oxygen levels stabilizing.
I don't think we're going to use that much fuel. I typically don't try to save a bunch of money, though. The scope of the spending is, you know, you're spending 20 grand and you're making 2, 3, 4 million. While it adds up, it's typically better to just ensure that you have a full, clean run, I guess. Let's see if we can at least get rank 4 out of this. Lots of cut points in here. Oh, there's air right there. What a bummer. Could have saved myself a trip. Yeah, if you're ever going to cause an accident and kill yourself, it's going to be because you used the split saw incorrectly. But the split saw is a lot faster by a wide margin.
Salvage deposited. Applying credit to account. Deposit accepted for processing.
Not much left of this ship, Cutter. About 1 minute remaining.
Oops. I always think he's giving me a compliment. Not much of this ship, but he's saying shift.
Salvage secured. Applying credit. Salvage registered. Transferring credits.
Boy, that's a really big cut. I don't want all that. Uh-oh, who knows what that's going to do now? How do we do certification-wise? Oh, man. Not great. Still almost made 2 million. I find it's right around an hour per ship in most cases. I haven't gone through the whole game, so I'm sure those numbers change, but...
Hello, Shipbreaker. Overnight genetic backup complete. Pattern deviation nominal. Have a good day.
Let's just jump right back in it, and we're going to clean up that ship. Now, it's going to cost us... Still going to cost us a whole day, whether we spend the full 15 minutes or not. But... this is the perils of a YouTube video, is that we have to do things that are a little different.
Welcome to Vindatron 9000. Thank you for your purchase. Have a nice day.
Is that fuel tank not in the barge yet? It is not.
Salvage deposit confirmed. Applying credit.
Well, good thing we came back for that. That was an easy, huge chunk. And right now I'm just flying around making sure there's not anything super explosive like thruster fuel or O2 tanks.
Salvage accepted. Credit applied.
Let's see if we can wiggle this out of here.
Valuable object processed. Credits deposited.
All right, we've got not much left. There's still some left, though. Let's see if we can... Where is this connected? Where are you connected that I'm not seeing? Maybe it's this little thruster connection. Wait, is that a panel just floating out there? Ooh, if you reel something in that's heavier than you, you go towards it instead of it coming towards you. I think that'll get sucked in. I think we're good.
Processor deposit accepted. Credits awarded.
It's a little bit of glass on there. All right, yeah, I think we need to cut these chunks. Typically, when you see the sparking lasers, that tells you you've gone too far. You usually hear the target of your cutter kind of blip out of resistance. Little crackle sound lets you know
Salvage secured.
that you've cut
Account credit
enough.
applied.
There we go. Let's see if we can whip this in. Whip this in. Our grapple's kind of weak, actually. That's another one of those things you can upgrade. We did get, so in the upper right there, we can enter the hab to rank up. That's going to cost us a day. So we're not going to just go to the hab just to rank up. But knowing that we hit rank 4. Uh-oh. Oh no, that's all good.
Object processed. Transferring credits.
Lots of good stuff attached to that. Luckily, it all was supposed to go to the processor. All right, so now we can grab this good gear here. Collect. We'll collect the air last. We'll get this thirst of fuel, mostly to get it out of the way. And then we'll grab some air. Won't have to go back until we're done. So there's nothing left here except for this frame, but it's very heavy, so it's hard to move this. Urgh. So we're going to cut this up a little bit and then move it. So technically there are some lines on here. There are some suggestions. If you look... Holy moly. If you look right there, you see those dotted lines in the same color as the cut points. That's definitely a hint take it or leave it, basically. Whoa, don't get sucked into those. I'm probably cutting this too much, but I just want to make sure we don't have anything connected that's going to keep us from moving this when we're ready. Let's see if we can move this now. There we go. It's only worth $1,000, but it's going to be just enough to put us over the limit.
Material deposited.
Oh, we're actually already at rank 5. Oh, there we go.
All salvage goals have been met. Rewards maximized.
Which to me is our key to get out of here. But we're here. Let's see if we can finish this last little bit. Couple more pulses. Yeah, we're good. Okay. That is a good ship. Mostly salvaged. I don't see anything on the yard. There's a little scrap bits and bobs lying around. We're going to call that a day. Enter the hab. Get charged for the full day. But
New certification level attained. License level increased.
this is the keys that we got this certification. Okay, so now we're going to buy or unlock some additional equipment. Though I think we have to experience some story. We'll have to see.
Good morning, Shipbreaker. Your allocated shift time will be commencing shortly.
So we ranked up. We're going to check the grapple and tether module. Purchase a license for remote continuous van der Waals. Medium tensors or tethers. So establish 2 electromagnetic anchors that pull objects along a field medium. It's really good. Definitely should be your first purchase. And then the other thing, we're just going to double check the helmet. All right, yeah, that's rank 5. We should be able to get that. Our next video, though. And that will be our next video. So, like I said earlier, this is launching during prime time. If you're interested in this game, and I do encourage you to check out at least one more. see the game with tethers is a whole nother game once you start dealing with tethers. And there are other things in the game like explosive charges that I haven't even gotten to yet. So there's a lot to this game. It's very deep. There's a intense story. It's unskippable, but there's an intense story that's behind this, and it's a fun game. It's kind of a opposite of Satisfactory. You know, Satisfactory you build, and this game you deconstruct, but it definitely has that same engineering mindset. So I encourage you to give this episode or this series at least one more, see what tethers are like, and then from there, I don't know if I'm going to play the whole thing, but, you know, I'll give it a good 10, 12 episodes at the very least and see how that goes. Thanks for hanging out. I do appreciate it. We'll see you next time.